All right, this is a pretty common type of pollen trap because it's fairly cheap. When you get it in the mail, when it comes in a package, it usually comes separated like this, and there's really no directions or pictures that go with it. Initially, when you get it, you'll want to think that this is maybe the bottom because of how the screws are laid out, but this is actually the top. And this has a one-way gate on it, so if there's a bunch of them coming out from the inside, or if they really don't want to climb through the holes, they can just walk right out, no problem. The ones that come in, because this is a one-way gate, will scrape the pollen off their legs and drop it through smaller holes here in the bottom, which will land it here in this pollen basket. So when this goes together, this is the top and this is your basket. You'll want this kind of little ledge out in the front, and it slides right into the slot here in the front of your trap, right underneath everything. And then it screws right into your hive like that. I've gone ahead and pre-marked where I want my screws. You can use screws or nails. I would recommend screws so you're not pounding on the hive itself. I'm not really worried about these girls coming out at me right now during this part of the day because it is pretty late and we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow, so I'm not expecting them to be too active right now. For the next few days, I don't really expect them to be active because we are getting rain. But after those few days of rain, I will check this basket every day for the next 3 weeks, and I'll probably only leave this on here for about 3 weeks. So go ahead and slide that back in. Actually, I'll take this out so it's not in my way when I'm moving things around. And when you go ahead and put it on, this is for a 10-frame hive. There will be a little bit of play. I've got about maybe an eighth or a quarter of an inch of play here. So I'll just kind of center that, use my hands and center it where it feels pretty good. Under the bottom here, this ledge right here is what's going to meet your bee's front porch. And that's going to keep them from being able to get in and out without dropping their pollen. So I'm going to center that where it feels decent. And it lines up with my marks. So I'm going to go ahead and install this. And I'm going to use, because this is kind of a slider slot that I can put on there, I'm going to use 2 screws to make sure that I really fill these holes and that it's not going to go anywhere. Put that one in. Put that one in. And I don't want to get it too tight to where it cracks the plastic, where you put too much pressure on it. But you do want it to be pretty snug, and you want to know that it's not going to go anywhere. And because I didn't have any screws with the right size heads on them, that's why I'm using 2. Hey, if it looks dumb, but it works. Alright, I've got that on there pretty snug. I'm going to put my basket in the front. And that is good to go. That's not going to go anywhere. The bees will be able to come out and go in as they want. And it's set. It's good to go.